Welcome back. As you can see, I finished 4th this week. Really disappointed in the Houston Texans and Detroit Lions because legit had those games basically won until the very last minute. And even if I feel like one of those won, maybe not the Bears, but I mean that Detroit one really hurt. If Detroit won, I was 100% winning the week, no question. And they had that one and blew it, so that really hurt. Houston hurt as well. Then other than that, I mean, just basically I missed kind of a lot with the same other people. I was shocked by the Chargers score. Green Bay kind of surprised me, but I mean it is what it is. It's not looking too terrible. Now, if you look at the overview now, I'm not too far behind now. I gained some ground on these people. I was 7th last week, so gained some ground above these people. Now it's just I'm trying to catch the two up here, which is not bad. Basically, that Giants game really sucks. I would have gained 3 points on the person in second, and person first would have gained, I think, like 2 or 3 more as well. And then, yeah. Well, it is what it is. Stuff happens. So, going into this week, yeah, this is going to be really tough. I'm going to pick Miami just because of the way they beat the Bills. I mean, they're due to lose a game, though. That's what really scares me, is they're really due to lose a game. But I just mean the way their defense play. If their defense did that to Josh Allen, the way I just see it, like, the way the offensive line has been kind of suspect. They did a really good job Sunday for him against the Jets, but the way they've been looking suspect, yeah, I just don't know. I'm going to have to go Minnesota here because just New Orleans looks awful. I'll go Cleveland, I mean. I think, yeah, Atlanta got their win last week, so I don't know if they'll get 2 in a row. I'm going to have to go Dallas. They kind of proved to me that they can win. I mean, yeah, and the Commodores, they just are kind of bad right now. Detroit, I like them. Against Seattle, I mean, they should have won last week. I'm going to pick Indianapolis this week. This game really scares me as a Colts fan. I'm going to pick the Giants here. I mean, the Bears are going to... I feel like the Bears are due to start their losing slide here soon, and the Giants just had a tough loss Monday night, so I feel like they're going to have a bounce back there. Philadelphia should destroy Jacksonville. I mean, I want to say Jacksonville's going to get human, but they might actually be legit. I mean, I'm going to pick Pittsburgh here, but I will not be shocked if the Jets win. I don't think they should, but I mean, the way Pittsburgh's offense is playing, they've been very suspect. Ooh, Buffalo, Baltimore, that's going to be a tough one. I just think Buffalo's going to get this win because of the bounce back spot. I think this is the same for Chargers. Really good bounce back spot for them. The fact that, that's going to be tough. I do not like Arizona that much, but I just feel like they're a little bit more talented than Carolina. Defensively, I think that Carolina might have them beat just barely, but offensively, I see the Raiders better as Carolina as a full round team, and if Arizona should be able to come back on 20 on them, I think they should be able to keep it close and steal a win there. Green Bay should beat New England, especially with assuming no Mac Jones. I mean, that should be automatic, especially if no Mac Jones. I'm gonna pick Denver here. I mean, the Raiders are due for a win. I feel like I've been getting. I'm going to put, no points in that game. I mean, I feel like the Raiders are due to get a win, and Denver's been playing really bad, but, I mean, the Raiders could seriously start 0-4. The Colts started 1-5 last year, so, I mean, it just sucks because Denver's offenses look putrid, but they've won games, and Las Vegas has looked somewhat alright on offense. They've just looked alright and lost, so I got to go Denver there, I guess. Got to pick Kansas City just because they had a tough loss last week. They should bounce back, and I like the Rams here way over San Francisco. So for this one, we'll do 24-21. This one we'll just do probably same thing. Like we'll do 28 to. The defense is kind of good. They don't let anybody score. We'll just go 24-21. All right, now here's where I gotta do my numbers. If you look at these, there's a lot of... This should be, other than, obviously this game right here, there should be a lot of blowouts according to this thing right here. So, I guess I'll start... I'm going to put my 1. I'll probably switch that to a 2 or 3 if I had to guess, but just for now, just 1, because I truly don't... I don't know who's going to win that. I think this is going to be one of the better games of the week. It just all depends on Tua. So, at the time of me making this video, I'm just telling you now, if Tua doesn't play, I'll probably pick Cincinnati with a 4 or 5, and I'll flip that up to 4 or 5. Speaking of that, last week if you look, there might be like some numbers I changed. It was just because there were some injuries last minute. And there's some last minute things, so I switched like 3 or 4 numbers last week. So if you notice a little bit of difference from last week's, that's why. So now going through, I like Detroit, but I don't want to. I'll put like an 8 on them. I want to put a lot, but it kind of scares me. Indianapolis, I'll put 7 till they. I mean, they won, but their offense has been kind of scaring me. This year's gonna be my high numbers this week. I mean, I guess I guess I'll put my 16 there because and then I'll put my 15 on. I guess Philadelphia. I mean, if Jacksonville beats Philadelphia, then they have all my respect, and I'll quit putting high numbers on them. I'll put an 11 there. I just think Pittsburgh's defense should be able to shut down the Jets a little bit, especially if it's Zach Wilson's first game back. It might be a little shaky to start. The Chargers on the road, I'll put a 10. I don't like putting a lot on the road, but I mean the Texans lost to the Bears, so they aren't showing anything too special right now. I guess I'll put a 12 on Cleveland. I hate picking a lot of these road favorites, but that's what it's probably going to turn into. The way it's like, because I mean, it's another one of those weeks where the road favorites are like heavily favored almost. A few of them, and it's just like the Chargers. I mean, okay, honestly, I gotta switch that to at least like a 13. I mean, I hate to do that, but the Texans just look so bad, but they'll probably find a way to win that game and make me mad. So I have 2 through 6, 9, 10, and 14. Trying to find my 14 right now. Between all these games, I really don't. I guess for the Cowboys, I'll put, you know what, I'll do 12. Yeah, honestly, you know what, we'll just do it like this. I mean, I hate to put a 13. I just hate to put a 13 right there, so I might leave that. I might do 11, and then we'll do 12, I guess, and then, dude, I just end up with a 13 here again. I'm just gonna leave it there. I mean, they beat the Steelers, and the Steelers aren't that bad. Yeah, this is gonna be another one of those weeks where the numbers are a bit iffy for me. Minnesota, I guess I'll put my 5 on. I mean, they love to blow those road games. The Giants, I'll put, you know what, I'll switch the Giants to an 8. I'll switch this to a 9. And then I'm stuck with this 10 though, and I don't like any of these games. I mean, I guess I'll just do this. I'll do 8, 9. I'll just bump all these. I'll bump all those up like that, and then so now I have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So I'll put a 3 there. I'll put my 2 there. Wait, no, I'll put my 2 there. I'll put my 3 there. I'll make this my 4. I'll make this my 2. Oh no, I'll make this. I'll make this my 4. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do the 4, 5. And then, yeah, I have no issue bumping this up with the 6, and then I'll probably leave that. I mean, the way that, yeah, I like that. So, and the most points this week, we'll just go with that Buffalo-Baltimore game might be a shootout, so we'll just do that. And then for least points, we'll just pick the Bears because they don't like to throw the ball. Okay, so looking out for my picks this week then, this is what they look like. So, according to like the spreads of the game, there's going to be a lot of close games this week. The biggest spread is the Philadelphia one, and Philadelphia, Detroit, and Oh, I guess Green Bay too. And then the Chargers. Honestly, looking at this, I kind of like. I mean, I'm a little nervous about some of my intermediate numbers. As you can see, I had to bounce around a little bit. But overall, I think I like where my picks are going for this week. I thought I might have stole a few last week, but some of the underdogs last week, but I really didn't. This week, I have 4 underdogs. So, I mean, I feel pretty good about that. I mean, obviously, I don't know what game I'm gonna lose. I'm obviously probably gonna lose like 2 or 3. So hopefully, like the 2 or 3 I lose aren't like my high point ones. Just looking at, I might. I'm just gonna leave it. Honestly, I was gonna maybe flip the Colts. I was maybe gonna flip like make this one like a 7. Maybe that make it like an 8 or whatever. But I think I'm just gonna leave it. It's still kind of early in the season, so. Yeah, these are what I'm thinking for this week for the overview. I'm 31 points out of first. So then that's definitely doable. Basically, if I get like if I gain 3 or 4 points every week by the end of the year, I should be able to catch up and be in the lead. So hopefully, last week I was seriously 2 games away. Like in the final, like seriously, bothers me so much that I legit. If the Lions just close out that game, if they just punt the ball away, make Kirk Cousins driving down the field, I feel like they might get that stop. And just if the Texans don't turn the ball over and find a way to go overtime, I don't think the Bears win that game. I might have been able to steal 2 games, but I didn't. And thankfully, I didn't get too far behind. So, like I said, going into this week, this is what I got locked in for my picks, and hopefully we can continue on and have a little bit of a good week like we did last week.